What do you think the special attraction of Taos was for Frieda? Why did she go back afterward? Was she especially happy there or before?
I don't know that she was especially happy there with Lawrence. She must have liked it or she wouldn't have gone back. I think it probably represented security for her. She really didn't have much reason to live anywhere else. And of course they didn't have very much money then either, so they could live cheaply there. They paid no rent, and I suppose the food was very reasonable. Angie himself, you know, built, he liked to work with tools, and he built a house on the ranch. And he also built that house outside of town they lived in. I mean, actually built it with his hands and did the work on it. And he repaired and worked on the house in Port Isabel, too. So I imagine economy as much as anything else. And then Angie himself began to, he worked in ceramics, you know, and did primitive paintings. We have a painting of his upstairs, I'll show you, that he did of a cow skull.
George O'Keeffe kind of thing.
Well, except without, he was a primitive. Yeah, so he didn't work with George O'Keeffe's technique by any means. Sure, I don't know whether he still paints or not, but he painted and he made little ceramic pins for women, for example, that was sold in Taos.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he went back to Italy and went back to Sportorno. He has grandchildren there. He came to visit us once in Pisa and had lunch with us there. I don't know how he ever stood to go back to Italy because he became very much an American, I think, very interested in American political contests. And he missed the hardware stores and maybe even the supermarkets.
What about Witte Binner? Do you know anything about him?
No, I never met Witte Binner. I don't really know anything about him.
He died just recently.
Recently, yes. Very old. I think he was invalid, practically senile for a long time. Yeah, there's a book by Binner about Lawrence, you know.
Yeah, I thought I hadn't read.
Well, it's written a long, great many years after the event, and I think perhaps suspect as reminiscence to some extent, because he was rather waspish about Lawrence.